Firstly, it's never very far away from Nottingham Forest manager Brian Clough. Gary Newbon has managed to get an exclusive interview with Brian and son Nigel in Australia, where Forest are taking part in a six-a-side soccer tournament, which incidentally you'll be able to see this weekend on Central.
First of all, can I check, what is the situation with you and Forest? It is reported that you've signed a 2-year contract.
Oh, no, I've not signed anything at all, Gary. I've been talking to the chairman about it. At least we're going to hope to get round to it in the next few days, but nothing's signed. I'm not in a signing contract mood, actually.
Why is that?
Well, I think I've signed enough contracts in the past, and I don't think there's any necessity to sign another one. But he is very keen, and I said to him before we left, I said, if we get a chance when we're in Australia, we'll have a little chat. And that's how it's come about, any speculation.
Have you had that chat yet?
No, not yet. We've done nothing but sleep since we got off the aeroplane. And we've been brought here tonight, obviously, to do our job.
Well, even if you won't be signing a contract, will you be staying with Forest?
Oh, yes, there's no shadow of a doubt about that type of thing. I've often said it'll be the last club I'll be involved with football-wise, and I hope to be here for many seasons to come.
Nigel, is it easier dealing with Ronnie Fenton on a contract than if you had to deal with your dad?
I don't know, I've never dealt with him before.
What is the situation now, then, with you and Forest?
Well, I've signed a new 3-year contract on Monday before we left, and so I'll hopefully be there for the next 3 years at least.
What did you think about reading about these other clubs that could have been interested in you, such as Pisa in Italy?
Well, it's very flattering, but I've never had any contact with them myself, so I never really took it that seriously.
Interesting thought, actually, Brian. I mean, how would you feel if you had to felt you had to transfer your son on behalf of the club?
It'd have been exactly the same as anybody else.
Really?
Yeah, well, definitely, yes. Obviously, there'd been discussions at home like there is with any other son and parents, but the decision would have been the same from my angle. If it had been a good thing from the club and all parties had been happy, I'd approached it from that angle just the same as I would any other deal. I think his mother would have put a damper on any move, but most mothers wouldn't like their sons to go away from home.
How would you feel not playing under your father, Nigel? I know it's hypothetical now, but how would you feel about that?
I'm not sure. I've always, well, for the last 4 years anyway, played under him, so it'll have to come at some time, either at Forest or wherever, so I'll have to adapt to the situation then.
Brian, do you get sort of embarrassed at any time talking about Nigel? You know,
not at all.
You're always
No,
very relaxed about talking about players, but you don't say an awful lot about him at times.
Well, there's nothing to say, he does.
Well, he's a very good player, isn't he?
Yeah, of course, he's a good player. All First Division players are good players. He's done his job in the last few years to establish himself in the under-21 side. He's established himself in our side. He's getting the odd goal now, which all centre-forwards must have, irrespective of how good he is in any other department. He must be able to get a goal. So everything's gone quite well for him in the last 2 or 3 years, and there's no need to talk about him.
Nigel, can I ask you about your dad, though, because you must be very proud of him. I mean, Brian's always being asked about you, but it must be quite something having a dad like Brian as well.
Yes, well, it's been a little bit different the last few years, but obviously, as most sons are brought up, then you are proud of what he's achieved. But as I say, the last 4 years, it's a little bit different.